Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm an accountability coach and author of Get Resultsology, the science of getting stuff done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together, we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. So, if that's the kind of breakthrough that you've been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, Nata Salvatori. Nata is a restorative coach, strategist, and founder of the Accidental CEO. She helps high-capacity entrepreneurs escape burnout by redesigning how they lead without losing what makes their business special. Known for her calming presence, Nata speaks and teaches on sustainable leadership. Her mission is simple: to help leaders build businesses that hold them too. So, with that said, Nata, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you so much, Robbie. I'm very excited to be here and to share some tips with your audience.
I'm thrilled that you're here too. Whereabouts in the world are you, Nata?
I am in Jacksonville, Florida. Nice and sunny today, sometimes a little too hot and humid, but today's a good day here.
Oh yes, a little too hot and humid is better than a little too windy and blustery, I suppose. And you get it very
Yeah.
blustery there, we were saying, weren't we? So just before we came on air. Oh, that's
Oh,
me waffling on. Shall we do the questions instead?
yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. Nata, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
Yeah, so I work with creative founders who are killing on paper, but quietly they're drowning on the behind the scenes. They've built that thriving business with a lot of talent and a lot of hustle, which most of us do in the beginning, but now they're just the bottleneck of their business. These people are brilliant most of the time, they're burnt out. They just want to scale without having to sacrifice more of the quality and time with their family and their relationships. So, these are people that don't need more hustle. They just need a little bit more structure that support their vision and free up a lot of their time to lead. So those are my clients.
That's fantastic. Oh, I do appreciate that our second question you've kind of answered in your answer with about the ideal client, which often happens. But I do think that you solve more than one problem, and maybe you'd like to elaborate a little bit more on the kinds of things you get involved in.
Yeah, of course. So here's the thing. You can step away, if you cannot step away from your business without everything falling apart, you don't really have a business, you have a job. So if you can't scale without everything dependent on you, a lot of founders think that they have to be there at all times for things to happen, and that's really not the truth. You really need some good systems and problem solving. Create a team that you can actually trust, and feel confident that delegation can be used as a growth strategy. And that's what I really do for people. I help them build that business that runs well so they can step away and make space for that real growth and enjoy their life that they're working so hard to build.
Fantastic. And on that note, what is one valuable free action that they could implement that will help them to solve that problem, at least some way for themselves?
So I love to teach my clients to create a keep me list. So that keep me list is you're going to write down maybe 3 things that only you should be doing in your business. Those things are inside of what I call your zone of genius. That's most likely the reason you started this business. It's something that you're really good at. And then what you can also do is keep track of everything else that you do for about a week. And I guarantee you're going to see where you're spending some extra time and energy than you shouldn't, and start figuring out things that you should delegate, maybe things that you should automate. and even things you should eliminate out of your routine. And in that gap, that's where your freedom really lives. So by taking the time to look at your tasks, analyze everything, it, it brings some clarity. It really helps you know the direction and where you're going versus just trying to dive in and delegate, which is where a lot of people find themselves or like a break and they're like, I don't know where to go. I don't even know where to start, right? It's something that we all know we need to do, but why do we get that block to start things? So
Yes, absolutely. Only work on the area where your genius really matters. What was the name of that list again?
keep me list things that are supposed to keep for myself. Like those are the tasks that I'm
Ah,
going to keep.
yeah. I thought you said keep me. I thought she didn't say kick me, did she? No, she said keep me.
I mean, there will probably be some things on that list you should kick out of the way. But yeah,
Yes,
you should
yes,
keep
it
me.
works the other way, doesn't it? Yes, there's the
It
keep me
does.
list and there's the kick away list.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, that's my little mind going on over time there. But now that we have a better understanding of what you do, let's dive briefly into goal busting, focusing even more than what you've already covered on how to maximize productive time to
Mhm.
achieve business goals. Could you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits? And I do understand you've already shared a genius
Yeah.
one.
So I think where people go wrong is you shouldn't start with tools. You should really start with clarity. There's so many different tools out there that everybody can use and they work for different people. But productivity is not about doing more. It's really about doing what actually matters, right? So a quick filter that I teach a lot of my clients is to ask yourself, is this task like something that is essential? Is it something that's energizing or is this something that is expendable, right? So if it's essential, great, do it, keep it. If it's something that is energizing, it's a bonus. Lean in, start, continue to do it. That's going to continue to renew that passion for what you're doing. But if it's expendable, that's probably something to delegate, automate, or even get rid of immediately. Like start cleaning up some space for your mental capacity and your energy and protect your brain, right? Build that routine that eliminate decision fatigue because fewer decisions are usually bring you to more momentum.
Yes, don't get caught up in the minutiae. And often
Hmm.
these expendable things are where we naturally go because they're kind of easy.
Yeah.
And that's we all want an easy life, don't we? But in terms of putting lifestyle freedom and money that helps create that at the fore, usually they suck at that. But it's just
Hmm.
easy, isn't it? So yeah, I
Yep.
hear you. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you. All
Yeah.
right. So what should I have asked you today, Nata, that I didn't? And obviously your answer, please.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, one thing that, I'm the delegation queen. I'm known for teaching delegation. And one thing that I ask myself very often is, why is it so hard? If you know delegation is something that you need to do, why is it so hard to even get started, right? And I think it's because delegation is not just tactical, it's very personal. It feels like you're letting go of control. There's an identity, problem in there, even your reputation. So that's why I don't just handle people templates. I really coach them through that mindset of letting go. And I think that combination of changing the mindset first and then applying the strategies is what brings us a lot of successful outcomes with me and my clients. So everything gets a little bit lighter, a little bit faster, and a lot more scalable.
Yeah, and there's nothing more brilliant than when you've delegated to someone and they do a good job. If they're
Yes.
not going to do a good job, that's the biggest fear. It's like, oh, I should have done it myself, and they've just made more work for me. That's the fear, isn't it? It's
That is one
that's
of them for sure.
yeah, it's not just the losing control, it's losing control to someone that you think is not doing a good job. But when you find someone
Yeah.
highly competent, usually they do it better than you, let's be honest. And
Yep.
unless and you're not going to hand them the stuff that, as you say, you're not going to hand what you're a genius at to them. So what's the problem? All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
That was brilliant. And look at that, we've done it in the time as well, which just is perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfection. Thank you so much. So what we're
Yeah.
going to do now, get rid of the clock because it's time's up. And I'm going to ask you one more question, which I always ask at this point, and it's a two-parter, which is how can people reach you, Nata? And also, is there like a valuable free resource that they can get from you? And I always say that this is a cheeky question, and I always say it's because a lot of Americans just like the word cheeky. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but I'm going to use it again. But actually, It's not that cheeky. A lot of people, they're not quite ready yet to make the contact, but they do want to know more about. They're intrigued by what you're doing, and they do want to know more about it. And on that note as well, I did say to you beforehand, I would also ask you to mention that you do a podcast as well, and it would be great if you could direct people to that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my podcast is called Accidental CEO. So, you can hop in there and start listening to how I teach. I have a lot of amazing guests in there too. You can also find me on Instagram. That's where I spend a lot of my time in social media. So, at accidentalceo.co, send me a DM. It's me answering everything in there. So, I would love to hear from you. And then the resource I have for you guys today is a Delegation Playbook. So, this is really packed with all the tools that you need to help you delegate with a little bit more confidence and just get you started into that delegation journey. And I know we're going to share the link with you guys. I'll let Robin put that in the show notes for you.
Yes, unfortunately, it's too long to say out loud, but don't worry, it will be on the bottom of your screen if you're watching it on YouTube, and for people that can't see, it's also on any of the pages that describe this podcast. You can follow the link, and that will take you straight to the link to Nata's wonderful, valuable free resource. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. And thank you so much for sharing your great insights, your knowledge. Well, it's a masterclass, really. Let's be honest. There was some moments you talked about genius in there, and I thought there were some moments of genius in there as well.
Oh,
I particularly like the keep list, not the kick list. Nata, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to come here and share these little bits of resource for you guys. And I hope it helps you to free up some time and help you lead into a different way.
Thank you. And thank you for saying that. I'm glad you were here too. And remember, everybody, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.